What am up though, folks? I am in the city of Miami Shores, Florida. I have my clipboard with me, chapter 119 2.0. I am not in my uniform. I am inspecting public record regardless of physical form or carol. I like to check historical facts as well. And all public records regardless of physical form or carol. Let's see what we got here. Lot clearance notice. Let's see where the clerk's office is at. Council chambers. Alrighty. Let's see what else they have here. Building department. Notary service. There goes the email right there. The email, yep. Oh, you know what? Let me go here. Sir, I need to file a, is your city sworn clerk available?
Let me check.
Thank you.
I think that they're waiting also for.
No, sir, no appointment.
Yeah, I think that these two gentlemen are waiting for her.
Yeah, I'm not doing what they're doing. I'm filing a chapter 119 does not require an appointment.
Okay, let me get.
Sure. See, when you do chapter 119, you cut through the line and then you conduct whatever other business you have. First, you gotta inquire in chapter 119. Then, like I said, you cut through the line and you do whatever you gotta do. One time I went to the DMV. Is it required?
It is actually.
Actually, it's not, ma'am. I'm filing chapter 119 does not require a sign-in.
I'd like to ask you to do it.
It's not required, but thank you though. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
Yep. That'll defeat the purpose of chapter 119. So like I was saying, one time I was at the DMV, there was at least 500 people standing in line, all ages, senior citizen, elderly, standing up outside 7 o'clock in the morning before the DMV opened, Department of Motor Vehicles. As soon as they opened, I walked right in with my clipboard and cut the line. The reason I cut the line is because everybody was standing for the same thing. They were standing for driver services or plate services. I was standing in line. I cut the line because I'm filing FOIA 140. So that being said, they serviced me for my FOIA 140, and then right after that, they helped service me with my driver issues. So you see, it's all in the mindset. It's all about knowing the law. When you go in there, all the people for the past 100 years been standing in line in the same line for the same thing. Here comes a couple guys, one in a million, cut the entire line, and the manager was running around. He said he'd been there for 10 years and never heard of a FOIA 140 until he had to go Google it and look it up and said, oh, yep, you're right. He had to print it out for me and I had him fax it over. So again, knowing that knowledge puts you in a position of superior. Why? Because if you look at the organizational chart, that's where you're listed at. Tell that I yield.
It's gonna be able to assist you. He's the assistant for the clerk. Okay.
Oh, my man, thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
May I ask what your name is, sir?
Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'd like to file a Chapter 119
Okay.
verbal request.
Okay, cool. All right,
Yep.
so you can get a piece of paper out.
My man.
I'll also give you an email too, so we can memorialize it. But let me get the piece of paper first.
I'll give you my email. Yep.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna come back with the email too, and then we'll memorialize it through email, and then we'll also do the verbal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Alrighty, that's top class service. That's top class service. And you see, people could be sitting here waiting for 3-4 hours, but as soon as somebody comes in with a camera, they get right to business. I can't make this stuff up, man. Knowledge is the key to success. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse by any party, private sector or government employees. I called the city once and I asked the FOIA officer, ma'am, how long have you worked for the city? Oh shit, I've been here for 10 years. Do you recall the last time you received a FOIA? She said, shit, it's been about 10 years ago. I have never received a FOIA from a town with 100,000 people living in there. Sad and sickening. Oh.
So first, let me get your request. I'm also gonna give
Yeah.
you this email so we can memorialize it.
Sure.
But so
I only have one total request for today, sir. I was gonna ask if you had a Band-Aid because you're real sharp there.
oh, now I wish, man. Let me see if I can write all that down. Any specifics on the color? I'm joking. All right.
No, I just have one total request for today, sir. Yep. It's a roster in a form of a list. So it's a list roster.
Okay.
Yep. List roster.
List roster.
Of all employees.
Of all employees.
Yes, sir. Include job duties,
Job duties.
titles, salaries,
Titles. Salary.
and office email and office phone. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, office email, and when you say phone, you mean like just extension? Just extension?
Well, the entire office phone number.
Okay. No, 'cause
Yeah.
I know there's a general line and then there's like the extension.
Sure,
Direct-
right.
Gotcha. Just wanna
Yep.
make sure. Direct extension.
Yeah, that's all. And I'll go ahead and include my email address.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
My email is FOIA.
F
Yes, sir. FOIA.
FOIA
Auditor
sir,
at gmail.com.
I'm gonna read it back to you.
Yeah.
first. FOIAAUDITOR@gmail.com.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
So what I'm gonna do is just memorialize this email. I'm gonna give you an email, memorialize it.
Sir, I asked that they send those records in PDF format. No links. Yeah, no links. And
PDF.
yeah, I like your service. In good faith, I know that they would respond in a given time. I don't need a copy of that. Just go ahead and take a digital image of that writing.
For sure.
Yes,
My
sir.
handwriting's not the best.
You write like a doctor.
I was just about to say, you beat me to it. I wish.
My man. That's all I needed for today. Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much,
send
sir.
you an email as well. In the
Thank
next
you,
few
thank
minutes,
you.
Just like to acknowledge,
See,
memorialize the conversation.
I'm recording the people. Many people watch this stuff and they love employees that got attitude like you. They love that.
Shoot, I appreciate
And they
that.
also love employees that are disrespectful and non-compliant.
Okay, so it works both ways?
It works both ways.
All good,
man.
my friend.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
All right, too.
Thank you. So that was that, folks. Short, simple, and easy, man. They fly with a flying pass. Smack the thumb up, man. They would respond to me within 10 days. And they would open up a lifetime subscription of public records. Audit them encourages you to audit them. I'm gonna check out the library. Plenty love.